The Book of Wisdom, Series 15. Benefits of Worshipping the Only God. But you, our God, are kind and true. You bear evil patiently and order everything with mercy. Even when we sin, we belong to you and we acknowledge your power. But being aware that we belong to you, we will not sin. To know you is perfect righteousness, and to acknowledge your power is the root of immorality. So we have not been led astray by a deceptive invention of men, the sterile labor of painters, these idols daubed with colors, the sight of which stirs yearning in fools, attached to the lifeless face of a dead image. Really, idol makers and those who serve and worship them are lovers of evil and deserve to have false hope. Only fools worship idols. The potter laboriously working the soft clay fashions each object for our use, and from the same clay he shapes vessels, some for food and others for what is thrown away. The potter makes vessels for both clean and unclean uses and decides to what purpose each one is shaped. With ill spent labor, he fashions a helpless God from the same clay, although he himself was recently formed from clay and will shortly return to clay. When he is called to return the soul that was lent to him, he has no thought of dying soon, no thought of the short duration of life. He competes with those who work on silver and gold, and like the smith, he feels proud to make counterfeit gods. Ashes, that is what his heart is. His hope is cheaper than dust. His life is worth as much as clay, for he has not acknowledged his Maker, who has breathed into him an active soul, a living spirit into his soul. He looks on life as a game and its duration a market full of bargains. For, as he says, a man must make the most of life, even by foul means. This man, more than others, knows that he sins in fashioning with the same clay vessels and sculptured gods, but utterly foolish and more pitiable than the soul of a newborn infant are the enemies that oppressed your people. They received as gods all the idols of the nations, idols that have no eyes to see, no nostrils to breathe the air, no ears to hear, no fingers to feel with, or feet that are able to walk. For these gods are the work of a man, a creature of borrowed breath made them. Man cannot even make a god that resembles himself. A mortal's unholy hands produce a dead god. He is in fact superior to what he worships, since he at least lives, but they will never live. Serpents in the wilderness. People worship the most repulsive animals, the most stupid of all, who, unlike other animals, are devoid of beauty. These are unattractive creatures who have missed both the blessings and praise of God.